So the U.S. Trade Representative Robert Lighthizer at the time, back in 2017, said that the China was negotiating and partaking actively within manipulating their own currency, the yuan, and that way they did it so that way it was undervalued. It made their exports cheaper, and it made the U.S. increase their trade deficit. So that way China gets to abide by at least the good terms of the deal, by also saving some of it up for their economy because the Chinese economy isn't doing super well. You saw that in recent years, their GDP growth has been down the tubes. Uh,
Mm.
Basically, with their autocracy that they have, especially with Xi Jinping and his love for state run enterprises, you're seeing too that those are getting a lot more share within the public and private sectors as opposed to entrepreneurialism and some of those other market conditions that would restore more of those laissez faire principles that we like instead of protectionism. But in terms of the falsification of invoices, that's a way for them to smuggle products, specifically semiconductors, at a lower rate. And unfortunately for US consumers and product producers, manufacturers, if they sign false invoices that don't have realizable serial numbers, fake email addresses, or whatever is on that sheet, they might be at a risk too, not only of losing money, but also of tax evasion charges. So truly, this is China's way of exploiting some of these systems to try and benefit themselves, not only in the short term to correct their economic shortcomings, but in the long term to have more of an environment that's favorable to them.
So you mentioned earlier moving to other countries, right? So when I saw Cambodia was one of the first countries to come and talk with Trump about getting a new trade deal, I went, "Oh, I know what that's about. What is it about? What is this loophole that they've found, and how do we fix that in future deals?"